Let's check out the Sonoff T1 UK version. I've had plenty of requests for a video on how to flash this little guy, and now that I've done it myself, I can totally understand why. It is definitely the most difficult Sonoff to flash, but it can be done. Let's do it. Getting inside the T1 is no big deal. Pop the top off, pull out this little board on top, and we don't even need this bottom part. And the serial pins we need for flashing are the ones right here near the Wi-Fi antenna. The square one is 3 volts, and they're in the same order that they always are. But now's when it starts to get tricky. What makes the T1 so difficult to flash is that we can't hold down the button when we power it up. We have to power it up, hold down the button, and reset it, and then let go of the buttons in the right order. So to start off, we just connect the ftdi adapter with our 3 volt wire going into the square hole, then RX, TX, and ground. Now in order to be able to know if we're in flash mode, we're going to use PuTTY to communicate through the serial pins with the T1. So we open up PuTTY, click serial, and in the box where it says speed, you put 74880, and then type in the COM port. Now it might not give you an option based on what you have plugged in. I just know that on my computer, the USB port where I have it plugged in always shows up as COM4. So I'm going to put COM4. And then I hit open. Now this is my PuTTY terminal. So when we get it in flash mode, a little message will appear there that says boot mode something something. If you have any extra buff potions, now's the time to use them. Hold down the button, push the reset, let go of the reset, then let go of the button. Bingo. Let's do it again. I felt like that went really fast, and I don't want to seem like a magician that's just pulling something out of my sleeve, so I'm going to do it again. I reset PuTTY. It's listening at the 74880 baud rate, and now I'm going to do it again. So now I hold the main button, then I press the reset button, let go of the reset button, then let go of the main button, and bingo. Got it? Good. If you have the T1 that has more than one button, the one you need to hold down will always be the one further to the left. If you don't have PuTTY, or if you don't want to use that method to know if you're in flash mode, you can tell if you've done it right because the LED at the top of the board will just be off. And you probably can't see it on the screen, but the light under the main button is on, but it's really dim. That's what it looks like when it's in flash mode. If you see this top LED blinking at all, you're not in flash mode and you need to try it again. Now that we're in flash mode, time for FlashEZ and Sonoff.bin. So here's Old Faithful, FlashEZ, Sonoff.bin, flash, and go. Working like a charm. It always works like this for me. First time, every time. Most of the time. Now there's my favorite message to see, flash complete. The next step is going to be opening up Termite and using the backlog command to put all the settings that I want onto the Sonoff. Ever since I learned how to use Termite and the backlog command, I've kept all my information that I typically load onto the Sonoffs in a small text file. So now I can grab that text file and just copy it into Termite. Maybe make a few little adjustments. You click this box to connect to the Sonoff, and then sometimes you have to wait a few minutes. If it doesn't connect right away, just unplug your serial adapter from your computer and then plug it back in. So now I paste in my big long backlog command, and in this case, to the end of it, I added module 28 because that's the module number in Tasmota for the 1-switch T1. It's different if you're using the 2-switch or the 3-switch T1. There's nothing confusing at all about the way they named those. Not at all. Paste in your backlog, hit enter, and it's beautiful. Ready to go. Before we disconnect from Termite, one of the things you want to do on this T1 is set option 13.1. Something about the way that they've connected the button, and if you don't set option 13 to 1, it might detect multiple button presses. So we're going to do it right now. Set option 13.1, done. There's one more thing we can do in Termite that'll make it easy for us to connect to our Sonoff and check the web UI. From right here, we can find out what IP address our router assigned to this device. We type in IP address 1, and there you go. Now we can open a browser, go to 126, and see what's there. And there we go. On the Tasmota wiki page that talks about the T1, it says don't try and connect it to the bottom half where the relay is if all you're doing is powering it through the serial pins. So I'm not going to do that. At this point, I'm going to put it all back together, power it up with 110 volts, see what happens. We've got the T1 now hooked up to 110 volts and a light bulb. Can't see the light bulb, it's a black light. Let's watch it work. There it goes. Now for the Home Assistant part. This is what the switch entry looks like in Home Assistant. Where I have UK-1, that's where you put whatever you have for the topic in your device. That's it. How about a cool automation? That's a good idea. Here's a couple of cool automations to make the lights turn on at sunset and turn off at midnight, just in case that's something you're interested in doing. For the first one, the trigger platform is sun and the event is sunset. Then we call the service switch turn on, and in the data, we put the entity ID of the switch we want to turn on. Piece of cake. To turn them off, the trigger platform is time, and the time is at midnight. We call the service switch turn off and reference the entity ID for the switch we want to turn off. Beautiful. Now let's test out our automations. We'll start with the one that's supposed to turn the lights on at sunset. Click the pop-out box and then hit trigger, and it works. Now let's test the one that's supposed to turn them off at midnight. And trigger and off. Excellent. Well, there you have it. The Sonoff T1 UK version. Takes a little more work to get it flashed, but once you get that done, it's a nice little switch, and for not a lot of money. Well, that's it. Hope that was helpful to you. As always, thanks for watching. Till next time, adios. To find out what I'm doing next, if you like what I'm doing and you want to help me out, if you need more help than I can provide, and if you just want to go to one place for all this stuff,